With all of our zone schemes, gap responsibility works the same. It's going to start from the play direction, working from the tight end, and it's head up to the outside on him. For the tackle, it's head up to head up on the tight end. The guard is from head up to head up on the tackle. Center, head up to head up on the play side guard. Backside guard is head up to head up on the center. Backside tackle is head up to head up on the backside guard. And any backside tight end would be head up to head up on the backside tackle. Our front side combo calls work the same as they are in our stretch play. We have an ace call by the guard for the center to combo with him, and it's made if there is a 2 or a 1 technique. A deuce is a call by the tackle for the guard to combo with him, and it's only versus a 50. And remember, we're just indicating 1, 2, and 3 as to where the defender is, which just means 1 is inside, 2 is head up, 3 is outside. Not using the typical Bear Bryant combination, but just a 1, 2, or 3 for interchangeability between linemen. Trey calls by the tight end for the tackle to combo with him, and it's versus a 2 or a 3. Our backside combo calls are the same as stretch as well. Again, it's just working out where our combinations are going to be. Charlie's between the center and the backside guard. Backside guard will give help on the shade. George is a call between the backside guard and backside tackle. And a Tom is between the backside tackle and a backside tight end if there is a tight end on the backside. So looking at how our techniques work. So we have an outside technique, which we identify as a 3 in our very simple identification scheme. This is going to work, again, play direction to the right. He's going to step with 45 degrees, the outside foot at the defensive line's outside number. Okay, we call this a reach. Okay, and with this we've worked to using a double under. We get more of our splits through the line and thinking about vertical splits as well. So we'll back him off the ball as much as we need. We're trying to avoid bucket steps if we can. Most likely we get a 3 technique that defender's going to stay outside, or an outside technique, he will stay outside, and we can work to get 2 hands on the defender. Head up now has more of the ability to go inside or out. We can go more straight ahead at that outside number with our outside foot. He has a 2-way go, but again, he's gap responsible in the play direction. So if he comes outside, the offensive line will still have leverage to the outside. Okay. With this, most likely he's working with another lineman, but we're trying to go to 2 hands right there and get him moved upfield. If it's not his, he goes inside, he can punch and go to level 2. An inside defender now is uncovered. We call it a pride technique. What we're trying to do is stop penetration right there and allow the next lineman to come over and get to him with 2 hands. We're only going to use 1 hand here. The difference between this and stretch is now we can come upfield with that inside foot to the outside number landmark. And it again is designed to stop penetration. We can 1-hand punch. For us right now we're working a single under and allow him to stay there till help gets there. Rarely is he going to come across the face of that guy, so most likely the uncovered lineman will be working up to level 2. Let's take a look at some examples right here. Going across the ball, start from the outside. Anything that's directly inside of him will take precedence. So in this case we have a tray, which means we can get a double between the tight end and the tackle to the linebacker here. An ace between these two and a George between these two. We would have to do something to control this backside end, and we do that with read game. We can do that with nakeds. There's a number of ways we can handle that. Okay, here's another example here where our combos are working. Okay, tray to here, ace to here. This can go all the way back to the backside if we have someone taking care of a front side defender here. Okay, here's an example where he knows, because there's a call directly inside of him with a deuce, that he has to work on his own. So we'll work our combo blocks, again thinking about where our landmarks are. So we have an outside landmark, we'll work there. Working up, we can work it that way. Outside landmark, inside hip. And a backside scoop technique, working to overtake that. Okay, we have a defender inside, maybe a tight shade to him. We can punch, buy time for him to get off to his gap responsibility. And we think of, we're trying to clamp the backside of the defense with this scoop block, so we want to get our head out front, get across to try to prevent penetration. And then the backside tackle uses what we call a sift technique. In other words, there's two defenders there. He's going to take the one that comes to his gap responsibility. So he's B gap responsible. If it's the defensive end moving away, he'll take the linebacker. Or it could be the opposite, where the defender's trying to come across his face and there's a gap exchange. He'll collect the B gap